Next question. Shalom, I would like to know if someone who is going through the process of conversion and will not be attended the Pesach Seder, should he take time off from work for the days of Pesach observance?
Absolutely, that's a must. Absolutely. So just so whatever you said last time, just because a person does not go to the Pesach Seder does not mean that the Seder is cancelled. You understand? So that's a person must do it's actually the best learning. So I remember in my job, so I was very many times I was lazy to read the documentation because I don't know, for whatever reason. So I said, let me start playing with that. But I'm going to figure out, and it is the best thing when you try hands-on training when you try to do it yourself. It's the best thing. So some people they go to everybody's house on Shabbos. They do not know how to make kiddush. So how is it possible? They got used to rely on the other people, and they cannot do anything. That's not proper. So every person must do their own Seder. Absolutely, 100%. It's the best training. When you do it yourself, you have to prepare. Don't rely, especially with Seder. Don't rely on last second. Try to read this Haggadah. We start learning the laws of Pesach 30 days before the Pesach because there are so many details. And one of the laws of Pesach is Haggadah. Try to read it. Try to read the instruction. Are you clear with the instruction? What are you going to do? And so some people do Seder simulation, right? You'll have to do that. Right, and just read and see how long it's going to take and how it should be, how much you need this or that. So that's absolutely a must. Right, as we had a clip, one short clip, and this story that I would remember forever. So we had this young, not too young, so there is professionals, right? Cousins, very nice, very sweet guys. Well, one of these products of this Chabad that 40 years, 10 years ago, they go to the synagogue, right? And they don't know exactly zero. I mean, some things. So the thing was that we spent beautiful Friday night. I prepared that Friday the Dvar Torah, and I said, let's come next Shabbos. They said, no, we cannot go. Say, what is the problem? Something was wrong. I was teasing them. They said, no. You know what? Our Rabbi is coming from Israel, and we have to go to the synagogue. I said, what do you mean? He said, no. He went first for 3 months, but then he stayed another 6 months or something, 9 months, 7. I don't remember exactly details, and we did not go to the synagogue. I said, what? I will stop. Say, stop 1 second. Let me just understand if I understood correct. So, since he was not there in the synagogue, this rabbi, whoever he is, right, he did not go. He said, yeah, we did not go, but now he is there. We'd like to come back. You understand? So this clown, I mean, I know who is he, right? He's many times on the internet. So this clown did not teach these people, these guys in the back then in early Torah. So from 20 years old, and he took them to Israel a few times. So they would come to lecture. In order to go to the trip to Israel, they have to attend the lectures. You understand? So, and they were coming to his Friday, to the Shabbos, to lectures and other activities. And he went to Israel. They did not have he did not even teach them to go to synagogue at Shabbos, even if I'm not there. So that's I mean, for me, it's I could not believe. I still we have the clip about it, but it was such a disaster, such a useless people, such a useless teacher who needs you, right? If you in 10 years you could not explain people the significance of Shabbos, I'm there, I'm not there, I'm going to Israel, I go to Olam Haba, I'm going to die. This shul is going to close down. Chas v'shalom. All of the rabbis die. Nobody is going to be. So you still obligated to keep Shabbos. Go to different shul, observe at home. He said, no, we're not on that level. I said, but you've been going there for 10 years. For 10 years, yeah, it's nice, it's fun, and young boys and girls. Okay, so that's, I saw the pictures of these guys. I think they still not decided that they want to be Jewish or not Jewish. Of course, we did not. Somehow like not, of course, but we invite them. They could not make it. So unfortunately, that's the story. So basically, what we have to read. So if Rabbi there, it's good. We invited, not invited. We never invited. So Judaism continues. You understand? So meaning if you're in process of conversion, the bottom line, you do your own Seder. You learn a lot. You're going to learn for one Shabbos if you invited to somebody else's class. In one Shabbos you're going to learn, of course, prepare, right? You're going to learn more than you learn in 6 months, being in somebody else's home. Okay. What else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So, in regards to this question, that someone in the process of conversion should strive for, I don't know, being like, perhaps having his own business in order to have freedom of time for when he converts, for the times that he is not allowed to work, for example, in Chol HaMoed and Yom Tov and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, should the person already, in a process of conversion, already start thinking about acquiring this type of freedom?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, owning a business or something?
Yes, absolutely. Business or able to take vacation. Okay, so for example, in my job, so there was a small group, and I would submit. So in later on, like in first years, it was only in paper. I don't know. They would put it in a computer and stuff like that. So you have to do in writing, and then the fax to your manager. He approves, and it's it goes to HR. All these vacation days, right? But later on, I don't know, it was in a system. So I said I submitted to you 1 year in advance. So it would be October of 1 year, and I would do since October we have a calendar, right? I have all of the Jewish holidays, all the holidays I would take. And the guy, I had a few managers, right? They were very nice, right? Baruch Hashem, not Jews, Baruch Hashem. So that's also good. So when all of the Jews would try to take 1 day, 1 week, it would be disaster. Have to close the company. That's why I'm a Jewish company. Sometimes they close on the holidays completely because many people are not there. But this, right, so I would say I'm not, and he said, no, he would laugh, what are you worried about? We'll see, I'm going to approve. I said, no, it does not matter, you approve or not. I'm not coming these days. I'm not going to be there. So please, I send you in advance. I gave you advance 6 months, the 12 months notice. So please approve it. So and after some times, they started taking me seriously. Start taking me new managers. I said, I'm not coming these days. It's not like you say, I'm coming, I'm going to approve or not approve. Right? And we have some people from India. So Baruch Hashem, sometimes they celebrate Rosh Chodesh, Muslims also, some holidays coincide with Rosh Chodesh, and then few times, so our holidays coincide with Chinese New Year's. And half of my group were from China. I said, and the manager said, maybe you can. I say, I told you 12 months ago, I'm not coming this day. He said, no problem, and that's it. So that's if you take this attitude. So I'm not coming. So or you of course I will when I start working there. So I went to HR and said, look. To my managers, I'm ready to work all of the national holidays. So usually where we live, so that sometimes there is they make a holiday on Monday, right? So on Monday, so Memorial Day on Monday, this Labor Day on Monday. So people like to take days before, the days after, before, after, and they make the whole vacation. I said I never ever for 4th of July or something. So I said, you have me volunteer on January 1st. Who is volunteer? If it's not Friday, it's not Shabbos. I'm the volunteer to work non-stop. And Thanksgiving also, before Thanksgiving, after people take off, I said I'm there. So, and they actually like it very much, right? And appreciate until sometime, until they have people from India. People from India, they don't celebrate these holidays, but until then, it was a very good environment. Okay. So always, like, of course, prepare. So because people say, yeah, I will convert and will convert, but let's say they call it from Basin. We have a spot next month on Monday, the 18th. You want to do that? So, whoa, of course I want to do it. Are you ready to do that? Right, so you cannot say no. I'm skipping this Rosh Hashanah because I'm not prepared. No, you're not skipping anything. So you have to 100% be ready. So basically, for in your lifestyle, nothing is going to change. Zero is going to change. Zero. I mean, you're not going to flip the switch one time on Yom Tov. That's it. That's the only difference. So the same days I'm off, then I am same days of now. You understand? So that's the approach. Of course, in the case of the need, so you have to you're allowed to be more lenient on a Chol Moed. That's a different story. But otherwise, on holidays, try to be very, very strict. Of course, there is no punishment as a Jew would be punished, but still, like the more strict you are, the more like you're close to the real life. Okay.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.